So I'm a little bit in danger of losing some of that juiciness that I got from my solo retreat in Lisbon for 15 days. I'm back in New York, and I'm thinking about ways to kind of hold on to all of that goodness that I cultivated in my leadership and in my business, the insights that I glean. So tomorrow I've made a decision. I'm going to go to the Met here in New York City and see a new exhibit that just opened on Sunday. Now, the reason that I'm particularly interested in the 100 pieces of artworks that are on display by this artist is because there's very much of an echo to my brand, which is raw and honest. So let me give you a little bit of background. John Singer Sargent is an artist who landed in Paris when he was all of 18 years old, and I believe the year was 1874. It was a really interesting experimental time in Paris because the Impressionism movement was starting, and so there was a lot of pushing boundaries. And for John Singer Sargent in particular, he was really learning his craft. He was learning his style. He was learning his technique. All well and good until 1884 when he did a portrait of Madame X. And this blew everyone's mind because he did a very intimate portrait of her with one of her straps hanging off the shoulder. And it was scandal. It humiliated her. It destroyed his career. Nobody at the 1884 Paris Salon was ready for it. They thought it was vulgar. It was unsophisticated. And it effectively destroyed John Singer Sargent's career in Paris. The silver lining is that he left and made a very successful career as a portrait artist in London because they were ready for him in a way that Paris was not. And the business lesson that I take away is that not every market is necessarily going to be a fit for what you are offering. And maybe in his case, he was ahead of his time, which is why it was not a product market fit. You know, and I do a lot of sales because I'm a business owner, and if you don't have sales, you don't have clients, you don't have a business. So I get rejected a lot. And I realized from listening and reading up on John Singer Sargent's journey is that rejection isn't necessarily failing. Rejection is just a detour to possibly something better. Hey, I'm a recovering TV anchor. I spent 27 years on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange doing business news. And today I'm helping senior women business leaders tell one better story, preferably in a raw and honest way, in the way that John Singer Sargent was a little bit too raw and too honest with his portrayal of Madame X. And I've seen time and again that when I've done this brand of raw and honest storytelling, that it's unlocked some magic. It's unlocked opportunity for me. And I want to unlock that for you. So that's why I create videos like this. And that's why I create opportunities for you to work with me.